Good morning, everyone. It's hard to find something to say about what's moving on a market that's not moving. After the ECB shock last week, Eurodollar seems to have found an equilibrium level. The range yesterday was 0.19%, which is less than 1/3 of the average for the last year. Even cable, where investors are positioning ahead of tomorrow's inflation report, saw a range of just 0.37% versus an average of 0.64%. Similarly with dollar-yen, where the range was less than half the average. And that was the G10 pair with the biggest move. The collapse in volatility echoes what's going on in all markets, including gold, oil, bonds, and of course stocks, where the VIX index is again approaching its post-crisis lows set back in March. But at least the stock market is seeing changes in price as the S&P 500 and Dow Jones Industrials hit record highs. During the European day today, the main events, the German ZEW survey for May. The current situation index is forecast to have risen, while the current situation index is forecast to have risen, while the expectations index is expected to have declined. Last month, the common currency fell slightly on a decline in the expectations index. So, another decline in the index could weigh on the euro, which is already under pressure after last week's plunge. Australian Treasurer Joe Hockey announces the 2014-15 budget today, which is expected to implement various austerity measures in order to trim the 30 billion Aussie dollar deficit. As the Australian economy is being hit by slowing demand in China at the same time, adding domestic austerity on top of the weak external demand suggests that the RBA may have to keep rates low for longer than it would have otherwise. So the budget could be negative for the Australian dollar. From the U.S., we get retail sales for April. Both the headline figure and the closely watched retail sales excluding volatile auto and gasoline are forecast to have risen, but risen less than in March when there was a sharp rebound from February. The forecasts are skewed to the downside, with the average forecast for both being below the median forecast. This suggests a lot of analysts think the impact from improving weather that's caused many indicators recently to surprise on the upside is fading. Also, ECB Governing Council member Jens Weidmann speaks at an event. His comments will be particularly important after two ECB officials speaking yesterday both said it was too early to speculate about any ECB action in June. For more information, including technical analysis, please read the full comment on IronFX.com. You can also follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or circle us on Google+ to get more trading ideas. This is Marshall Giller, Global Head of FX Strategy at IronFX Global, wishing you solid trading.